Candace Owens speaks on Trump basically ignoring her assassination attempt. Let me play the clip for y'all real quick so y'all take a listen, and then we're gonna speak on it.
What are we seeing that's indefatigable? What are we seeing in the case of were Israel involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk? Is there some connection to Israel? Do you think the nationhood of Israel is fundamental in even issues as seemingly diffuse and only really connected through you, and you being the person that's reported on them, as Brigitte Macron's true identity and Charlie Kirk's murder? Do you think these things are connected?
Yes, I think it's all connected. And I think in many ways we already live in this sort of one world government system. Maybe it's two world. But in terms of the West, I don't think there's any difference in the governments. And that's kind of the point that we're making. And maybe why the Charlie Kirk case is so crucial, because it's showing us that, wait, what is the divide here between America and Israel and France, right? I just told people that somebody in the French government alerted me to an assassination attempt. Shouldn't that require a comment from the President of the United States? Shouldn't the President of the United States be forced to make a statement about that? He received that information. Wouldn't you think it was the most viral global story for 3 days, and the White House has chosen not to comment? What does that signal to the population? That it's okay for France to be involved in assassination attempts? That they're, at least if he thought that I was completely making it up and I gave him the evidence and it was made up, he would be required to come out and say, we are looking at that situation and that there's nothing here. There's no evidence of that. They're doing none of that. And that should alarm people. That should very, very much alarm people. I believe that there is some truth to what David Icke has said and what Alex Jones has said. People before them have said that there has been these dark, demonic, satanic cults. It's the reason why I started my book club, because I needed to understand where this was coming from in the only way that it can make sense, which is that these people are being guided by a theology, right? This goes back to one of the more brilliant things that my husband said right when we, I guess you could say we dated for 18 days. But I said, why did you read theology at Oxford? Like, what a boring subject. And he said, everything is theology. And I've now realized he's right.
Chat. Basically, bro, I feel like Trump and them didn't make a statement on this. They didn't even want to insinuate that they were looking at it because of their relationship with France. I mean, I don't know. That's what the best thing anybody could think, As far as Trump even or the White House even making a statement, I think it would have been good for them to make a statement, because, Candace is a prominent podcaster in America. She obviously is a citizen, It would have been good for the U.S. government to make a statement about it, just to show that no matter what, no matter who it is, no matter what they talk about, no matter if they disagree of what we align with, we will still protect and serve our citizens. That's how I feel about it, and I feel like that's really how people would have looked at it if the government answered, but they didn't. They didn't even make a statement to even say they would look at it. So kind of gives that they don't really give a shit what happens to Candace. They don't really care what happens to her. It doesn't really matter to them. And that's what anybody can take from this. I'm not even fetching too far. It's just that's what it seems like. And I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. And then again, it looks like the U.S. government might also be like, well, she went sniffing around. She went looking into things that have nothing to do with her or
where is the
just insignificant and irrelevant, so she got to deal with the consequences. That's how I'm also feeling like the government is feeling towards the whole situation. And chat, let me know in the comments how y'all do. Y'all think the government just blatantly do not give a shit what happens to Candace, or do you guys agree with what I said? I mean, that's basically what I said. So, or do you guys think they just have a lot on the table and they'll get to it later? I mean, I don't know. Chat, appreciate y'all time. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're going to be back with some new content. We are out.